Hey, how's it going, my super friends? I am Memo Acebo. Thanks for watching the vid. This is my review for the Exiles #1. And yes, man, they're back, the Exiles, with a clunky ass team. But dude, this does more in a single issue than most comic series do in 6. I'm serious. I mean, more than that, it also it navigates this complex continuity greatly and uses the storytelling medium in its full effect. I think it's a great one, dude. A team of universe-hopping misfits was always going to be a fun comic. But the impressive thing is the level of technical prowess, you know, from Saladin, Ahmed, Javier Rodriguez, and the rest of the creative team. They just killed it. And before I get onto the story and the characters, let me start by saying I wasn't a huge fan of the original Exiles. I didn't follow it. The book wasn't always really good, but it was fun and one of my favorite things to read on a commute. But that love or that likeness, that enjoyment, put this new series at a disadvantage. It would be hard to get me to read it, and the differences were bothering me. Exiles was a book about obscure X-Men characters, and now Iron Lad, Valkyrie, and Kamala Khan is just going against the base concept of the book, you know. But oh shit, I was wrong. I was fucking wrong, because damn, I've really grown to love Saladin Ahmed's comics, like Black Bolt. If you've seen my Black Bolt reviews and my best comics of 2017, you know Black Bolt was in the top 5. He was one of the best comics, in my opinion. I loved his run with Black Bolt. Instant classic. And now, he is establishing Blink, Clarice Ferguson, the original protagonist of Exiles. He covers the mechanics of the Talus, which allows her to travel between universes. He even explains the Unseen, who used to be Nick Fury, but is now he's chained to the moon. I mean, that's crazy stuff. Watching universes crumble out of existence, and that could have been enough, but then the book actually gets started. Shit, that was an awesome start. Blink gets started on her universe-hopping adventures. She's meeting Kamala Khan, who is now... Let me go forward a little bit. Adventures, hopping time. More action. And then Kamala Khan, the old lady version of Miss Marvel. She became more of a Sarah Connor than an upbeat superhero. They also travel to the future and they meet Iron Lad. And Iron Lad, that's a sequence that takes place between the panels in the original Young Avengers miniseries. So, crazy stuff. By the end, they also meet the main villain, who is exactly who I thought it would be. But it still made me enjoy the comic. And Ahmed's scripts are amazing. Rodriguez has a distinct style as a colorist. The colors are really unique. Ahmed constantly gives him groovy stuff to draw. I mean, whenever the Unseen is on panel, I'm just overwhelmed by the visual of chains, you know. These are not always intended to be literal, but they drown you in the feeling of being trapped, having your freedom taken away, you know. I think Exiles is not what I would call a smart book, but Ahmed and Rodriguez can't help but inject strong thematic motifs into the background of this crazy adventure. They also do really cool stuff with panels and layouts. Writers from other media rarely take full advantage of comic book storytelling techniques, but Exiles does it great. And this early splash page of Blink, this stuff. I mean, look at this. The typical hero pose, but her body is made up of dozens of panels of different images. When you put them together, they make up the character, but you visually get a strong sense of her history and the breadth of her crazy adventures. I think a big time Exiles fan, if you're one of those, you will get thrilled to see Sabretooth here, right? Thunderbird, Nocturne, and Beak But even without understanding the stories being referenced, the meaning of the image is obvious. Like Blink has been around, done some stuff, seen the craziest sides the multiverse has to offer, and really cool stuff right there. And you know, not everything is groundbreaking. Some of it is just like competent. And when Blink and Khan leave one reality behind, the panels just fade away and fall off the page, leaving the two of them suspended on a blank page. I've seen this trick. I've seen the trick before, but it works. It's well utilized. It's trippy. It's fun. I mean, those two words describe the comic perfectly, again and again. Little things stick out to me when I review this and go over it again, like Blink eating the shellfish, the ethnicity and the family situation. I mean, there's a lot of great comics out there, but superhero stories are still a dominant genre. Creators of superhero adventures should look into this one, Exiles #1. It's a really cool example of how to introduce a new series. I want to talk about the unseen a little more, and this final stuff. You know, I think the unseen is just a compelling picture. You know, like it's just like whoop, big, epic. The Watcher, who was Nick Fury. The unseen is pulling a classic Watcher duty, like not interfering in a very interfere way. And the unseen meets AU Nick Fury. So classic Nick Fury is salty about the girly robe he's wearing these days. Of course, he is. The other characters are like, okay. The final splash page with the Time Eater. Ooh, man. It's a semi-surprising form for the antagonist, you know. It might be slightly underwhelming at first glance, but I think the creators will make the Time Eater, like, he will go down a lot faster than what you might expect. So, who or what is driving the Talus these days? I think that's the real antagonist, man. Who is behind that? A little short though, it's 18 pages I think. 18 or 17 pages, and that's it. But I really enjoyed it, guys. Tell me in the comments down below, super friend, what did you think of the issue? Did you like it? Did you not? Were you a big fan of the Exiles? Or are you gonna become one now after reading the first issue? Give me your thoughts in the comments down below. I am Memo Acebo. Thanks for watching the vid. Check out my other comic book reviews up in my channel. I got Captain America, I got The Immortal Man, more coming your way. I think I'm gonna do Domino, and then starting with the like Green Lantern and Flash and all of that. Probably Domino, maybe, yeah. Check out my social media, my Twitter, my Instagram. I'm active over there every day. Go ask me some stuff, talk to me, request videos, whatever you want, man. I'm there. Say what up. Hola. In Espanol? No? Okay, English, whatever. Subscribe so you don't miss any of the videos. Clicking on the bell icon will give you notifications. That way you get the videos in your laptop, in your phone, anything, any device. Julio, Naisu, Haipu. And of course, I'll see you in the next one.